Women don't have standards. How can they raise what they don't have?
We have standards. You people, I don't know what kind of women you've dated that have asked you to give examples of
I
such
knew you would
things.
attack me directly.
And the problem that men have is men of today think that when a woman has it all, they think she comes off disrespectful.
I don't think it's like that. I think the idea that men are threatened, or maybe are threatened by, maybe they say educated women have bad manners. It's not that a man sees an educated woman and says they have bad manners. We've dated these women. They're intolerable. We don't say these things out of resentment. And for some reason, we can't figure it out. Because if you date 1, 2, 3, it becomes a pattern of behavior. Exactly. It's no longer personal, And this is something like he could experience it. Then we end up on the coffee table, and we have the same experience from different lives. And I'm talking about this, even men from the USA, men from so many countries who have the same experience with empowered women. They are insufferable, they are obnoxious.
Guys, are women raising more? Like, are women losing interest in marriage, or they're just raising their standards? This is something I've been thinking about so much for quite some good time, and it's good that we have been discussing marriage. And today, I thought I need to at least find out what views probably you guys have. The good thing, there is a lady that has joined us today. I'm very certain she's going to give us these points from the grassroots. Are you guys just raising your standards, or completely have given up in marriage? Are you married, by the way?
I beg, avoid me. I am not yet married, but I'm looking towards that line.
Is the standard the one that is high, or interest is low? We're going to find out. With me here, I have our lovely guest, plus, of course, other common faces. So I would beg to start with our guest of the day to introduce himself. Then the rest of other people can also jump on, and we hear.
Yeah, I'm by the name Salongo Banji. I am an intersexual dynamics expert, marriage and relationship counselor, co-host of Game Plan Galaxy TV.
You have heard? Please.
Nothing.
I should also borrow some big name.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
We work with him at Galaxy TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name is Kovi. You always know me.
I've not had.
My name is Kovi Teams.
Okay. So, hi, my people. Good evening to whoever's watching us. My name's Tracy Gloria Ayot, the famous Obote's daughter. I'm a businesswoman. I do compound designs and landscaping. I have a foundation, Her Strength, Their Hope Limited. I'm a chief mobilizer under the United Children of the Armed Forces of the UPDF. And that is what I've been doing in Gul. I've been mobilizing for the president as a child, as a daughter of a soldier. So that is what I do.
Are we safe?
Are you scared? Are you scared of us? No. What is making you say? What is scary?
Nah, I'm just asking myself, are we safe or we? Anyway.
No, people should embrace people like us in the society.
Do you feel the title is so?
No, the title is okay. The title is okay. Just putting the nature of our country. We are supposed to feel safe, but to some extent, you feel nervous.
So last week, we had the topic where we were discussing why guys are afraid of marriage. But today, we had to, I thought of let's switch
it around
a little bit. Yeah, and that is why I want us today at least to find out, are women just losing interest in marriage, or you people, their standards are, I don't know. And we're going to start with the what?
Our guest.
No, I wanted to call him with that.
The The marriage counselor.
The marriage
Salongo Banjo,
counselor.
you can just call
No,
me Salongo.
no, I want to give you the title. The marriage counselor
The
and
marriage counselor, intersexual dynamics.
intersexual dynamics.
Yeah.
What would you say in just
So
one sentence?
So are women losing interest in marriage, or they are just
Raising
Or
their
they're just raising their
standards.
standards?
I think it's neither. To be honest, yeah, it's neither. Women don't have standards. How can they raise what they don't have?
We have standards.
And if losing interest, women always like the end game for majority of women is commitment. So there's no way women can lose interest in marriage and hiking their standards. I don't think so. Okay, I don't.
Tracy, are you people losing
One thing
interest?
I want to correct is women don't commit, women submit. And a man leads. A man is a leader, a woman submits. You understand? So, to me, women are not losing interest in marriage. First and foremost, I'm a woman. I can never lose interest in marriage unless I'm mad. Because if our mothers or sisters lost interest in marriage, they wouldn't have all of us, would they? Because you understand. Maybe
But you don't need
there are
marriage to have
reasons to
children.
back all that up. There are reasons that might seem or look like women are losing interest in marriage. And one of the reasons is financial independence. That is one of the greatest reasons that it makes men think, or the society thinks, that women are losing interest in marriage. You get? Because nowadays, any woman can work, any woman can be independent, of course, apart from the slave queens who want to be given. But women like us who work so hard, even I'm independent. I know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You get?
Yeah.
So, but it shouldn't show that I am losing interest in marriage. So the problem is, when a woman is seen as independent, there are so many things that they paint on her. Either she's disrespectful, she can't submit.
Let me first cut you short a little bit, Tracy. Like, Tracy, according to you, are you people just becoming more selective?
Exactly. Maybe you can say it as that.
I'll get back to you. Tim.
Let me be straight, Tracy. The thing is, what you're saying here, I partly agree with you. Honestly, I partly agree with you. But the truth is, I would also love to change the topic into most women losing, not our women.
You just give your say.
Let me give my say. The thing is, I would say there are women who are losing interest in marriage, and then there are ones who are still like as our parents had done. You get? Remember, the things that led our parents into marriage is not the same thing leading us right now into marriage. More so, men are trying to stick on the same path as our fathers than women, being honestly. So women, right now, it is getting more materialistic. And then even if it is not materials, it is women try to get into marriage into comparison. They're trying to be like, I want also to be wedded so that so that they see me like this. Even if you see a woman driving, probably the ones who are not independent is also trying to do like, if I get married to this guy and he buys for me an area, now when I go to church, I can park in this lot with these other guys. I can now sit and compare myself with these people. So at the back of her mind, it's not about the marriage. It's about what will I get from it? What status will it give me after I become married? So for me, I see like, yeah, the shift has changed.
Hold on. You people, I don't know what kind of women you've dated that have had you to give examples of
I knew you would attack me directly.
You're going to give your submission.
I knew you were planning to attack.
Tim, it's fine. You're going to have all the time. Let me first ask Banji something. Banji, what do you think the modern men are failing to understand about women? Because there's a transition that happens. Yeah. So do you think probably there are some things that men are just not understanding about the women that we have now?
Yeah. I think there are so many things that men don't understand.
Could you elaborate?
Yeah. First of all, marriage is an institution, and for every institution there's preparation. You cannot just walk in. It's not like a church whereby whenever you feel bored you enter. It's an institution that requires pre-education, and the primary education has always been the family. we have majority of people who have not grown up in families, and there is no way they know what marriage is and what takes them there. So, and we have had this shift in the economy, women education, empowerment, and stuff. So, majority of me, I think it's one coin of two sides. First of all, we have men that have grown up with their mothers who have been, the strong independent women, and they want to project it to the girls they want to marry. You get? And we have also women who think simply because they're independent, they're going to change the definition of the marriage. You get? So we have two people. We have one person, a man, who expects the woman to be independent, yet but maybe she can't be for purposes because she's not your mother. And we also have women who think simply because they are independent, they are going to change the marriage dynamics.
So what is that thing that men are getting wrong about the modern women?
Men are getting wrong about the modern women. If you are talking about the modern women, we are talking about the empowered women.
Yeah.
I don't think for the modern women, first of all, I would think about the modern women. I don't think men are getting anything wrong about the modern women.
But a lot of marriages are failing.
Yeah, this is what I think. I think it has to do with the modern women.
The problem is the modern women.
Yeah, because majority of that, the kinds of men modern women want, these are men that know their roles. Because rarely do women complain about men they don't want. So I think it's just that the concept of modern women, majority of modern women think simply because they have embraced a few changes in the society today, which means they have to change the dynamics of marriage. So majority of men are like, we have the same old book, we want to play by that book. But the modern women are like, no, I want to rub this page and I write what I want. And that's the challenge we have. So it's just all about synchronicity. Modern women have a new thing. They want to do something new, because I think evolutionarily it's quite new in our community to have women acquiring such wealth and wielding such power. So they usually want to transfer it to the marriage institution. The marriage institution is very mean. It does not care what you've done. It demands you a certain role strictly, regardless of where you are. And the modern women, I'm like, I can give you an example. A woman can be like, I've had my career, I've had my job, I have my money. Why should I be under someone's control and leadership?
True.
So the problem is not the institution. And the kinds of men modern women want, they are the men that really want structure. And the modern women are like, no, I have a degree and telling me not to go out at this time may not work for me. So the problem is not actually the men in that particular scenario. The challenge is the women.
Thank you. Tracy, this might sound a little bit mean, but it's not mean.
You shouldn't be mean towards me.
It's just for the purpose of the viewers. You see, before, you're an empowered woman. That for a fact I know. And before, what I think I had and what I think I know is women used to marry way young. Young, I mean 25, below a little bit. But nowadays, even you seated beside me, by the last time we did something together, you told me your age. Up to now, you're not yet married. Could it be that there are things about the men of nowadays that completely doesn't sit well with you, that has made you reach up to probably where we are at now? Have you gotten my question?
Mm-mm.
I'm asking that before we used to know so well that women used to admire marrying early. 25 below, someone is already settled. But nowadays you find women in their 30s, empowered by the way, but they're single. But men are there. So what's the problem? Are you people failing to understand the modern men? Because men of nowadays, they're also, they say they're .com. So are you failing to understand the men of nowadays, or the problem is actually you?
The problem can never be with me. This is about me. But all I can say is, you see, with men of nowadays, if we go further, maybe other topics, many of our men today are not empowered. Women are more empowered than men. You get? Now, the problem here is being a fast-growing economy or times, men have failed to understand that actually a woman can be better than him or them. You get the point? Not in a bad way.
How?
You get the point? Because me, I sum all the problems in communication. Our generation, we lack a lot of communication. You don't know how to communicate. You get? Because if your parents woke up and they took you through school, I went to the same school, we have the same degree, why would you treat me because simply I'm a woman? You get the point? There should be an understanding or a communication that, okay, I am dating this woman. Maybe she earns more than me or she has bigger than me. You get? Yes, the love can be there. But what have you communicated? Like, it's all about understanding someone. And the problem that men have is, men of today think that when a woman has it all, they think she comes off disrespectful. That is the problem we have. The only issue is people, like, they have failed to understand women. You have failed to understand women. You get? You're going to see Tracy because she has it all. You'll be like, she has no respect because she has it all. No, you also have it all. We have seen men who can actually date a woman, take her through school and everything. You get? So why wouldn't we call that man disrespectful? So if it's because of a woman now, why would the table turn around?
But did you hear from our love doctor? He said that there's a marriage, there's marriage as an institution. There's marriage that is an institution and it's different from your degree is different. I had that point so well.
I also had it because
that
will be a topic of another day. So you want to tell me that women should stop being educated and just get married?
Tracy.
No. Huh?
No, first wait. Let me first hear from him.
No. Because if it's reach a point where my education is a threat, then
no, it's not a threat.
No, it's I don't think it is a threat.
You get?
Just don't bring it in there.
Because now, if we are dating and we are in a house, I have studied, I have my papers, I've graduated. Why can't I go and work?
No,
I have a work in the bank, like I'm paid good money. I have to wake up in the morning. Maybe I've come back late because of traffic and all that. I've come home like maybe at 10 or 11. And then the man is not understanding, is asking me where I'm from. Like, can't you understand?
No, I don't.
You get the point?
I don't think it's like that. I think the idea that men are threatened or maybe are threatened by, maybe they say educated women have bad manners. It's not that a man sees an educated woman and says they have bad manners.
Mm-hmm.
We've dated these women.
Mm-hmm.
They're intolerable.
Mm-hmm.
We don't say these things out of resentment. And for some reason, we can't figure it out. Because if you date 1, 2, 3, it becomes a pattern of behavior.
Exactly.
It's no longer personal, and this is something like he could experience it, then we end up on the coffee table and we have the same experience from different lives. And I'm talking about this, even men from the USA, men from so many countries have the same experience with empowered women. They are insufferable, they are obnoxious, there are so many things that probably. And he gave a very good point. I think this is the first generation where women are taking so long to get married, and probably we don't know how to deal with this. Our grandfathers married young ladies. We don't know how we are going to marry mature people because our grandfathers.
Do you know why women get married?
No, I know why people get married.
Do you know why women get married?
No, I know why people get married.
You of us, like a person like me, I would only get married because of security.
And this is the thing.
You understand? Because I know you see, the problem is the women that you date. You people are dating women because of brown ties, but not the education, not the sex. I'm telling you the fact.
But here, particularly here, we are talking about.
I understand what you're saying, but I tell you, my brothers, always endeavor to marry an educated woman. It will save you a lot.
You
understand? You have to accept the fact, but know how to deal with your woman. I always, even when I'm on this podcast, other podcasts, what I do is I give examples of myself.
Can I tell you something?
You understand? Me, when I'm dating a man, we shall sit on the table and I'll tell you A, B, C, D. I will tell you, trust me. I don't like this. I am this ABCD. You cannot condone with it. Please go.
To you, the reason as to why women are now marrying later than before is communication.
There is communication. Like
what is communication?
Communication like matters a lot. You see, if you're dating a woman, because by the time you've seen me, you've known my standards. By the time you've met me, you've known I drive. By the time you've seen me, you know I go to expensive places. You understand? So for you to come and date me as a man, you need to be able to handle everything that comes with it. You understand? Not disrespectfully. You get the point? That is why.
That sounds like entitlement.
It is not entitlement, please. It is not. Let's not go down that lane.
Yeah, it sounds like.
You understand? Now, what do I mean by communication? Like when we are dating and you're like, okay, babe, A, B, C, D. Can we adjust to this? Can we do this? I don't like this. Like people don't communicate. You start dating someone.
Maybe they will put
all their lifestyle on you, but because you love this person, you want to act like as if you're Superman. You want to accept everyone with all their bad character. Now it starts haunting you, and you realize that this is life, kumbe. You have not communicated. You have not aired out your feelings.
Did you hear his question? Is that what?
No, I asked what is communication in context.
It's what I'm explaining.
I don't understand.
No, there's a statement you said that you feel that is coming with entitlement a little bit.
Yeah, for me,
and
for
also
me,
that
yeah,
was
for me, yeah, I think
because
sounded like entitlement because as
what
much
sounds like entitlement.
Yeah, because this is
because now if I have dated you, I do long nails. You're very okay telling me, babe, I don't like long lengths. Can we put them short? That is communication. I have dated men who smoke. I've sat them down. I'm like, you people, I don't like smoking. Smoking is bad. Okay, even if you smoke 2 sticks in a day, can you reduce to 1? That is communication. You understand? Now, what happens that is wrong when you do not listen and you continue doing that? Already that shows disrespect. You cannot listen to me. You cannot do what I tell you because for you think you're.
No, I think where you get it wrong is that I think what the challenge we have here is that sometimes simply because women are educated, they think we are playing on the same level fields. Sweetheart, you're a woman.
So what?
Your transition to my life must be to my frame.
That is a very
so I'm simply
that's
what?
a very solid point.
I'm simply what?
And this is not forcefully, but this is just to align your expectations. As much as whatever you are, this thing of me being high, I think modern women have a problem with hierarchy and authority.
Yes.
And marriage cannot function without that.
Then don't marry.
No, it's not.
You're single.
No, listen. This is. In fact, the question would be like, you shouldn't marry because we can't get women who understand the concept of authority.
Then do that.
And it's not.
But you want us. You want us as self-made.
No, let's go.
Women are in the village.
No, let's go back.
You want the self-made people.
Listen, let's go back to the topic. The topic is why are women marrying late? The problem is not us men.
It is you men.
No, listen.
The problem is not.
No. The thing is, why are women marrying late? Which means men we are winning. Because first of all, for us, we can marry down. The more educated a woman is, the more she wants a man that is equally or more educated, financially equal or more. For a man like me, I'm very comfortable going down and marrying a woman who has never entered a class.
Then do that.
Okay, let's take it. So for me, the point here is that women don't have problems because the topic is why are women marrying late, which means it's not men with a problem with marrying. So we are trying to understand because men don't have problems here.
Okay.
We don't. For us, we okay. In fact, when you're speaking about the things, we are not complaining. We are just elaborating. The complaint is from the women. You get my point?
Tim,
let me tell you.
First wait, no.
This is a...
No, you want to back up?
No, I would want to back up, but I would also want to answer Tracy something.
But I also have your question, though.
First, just give me a few seconds. You remember when you talked about submission and men being leaders? So I wanted really to understand from you what that submission from the Bible is. Basing on all these things you're backing up with about educated women and all that. Nobody's rejecting women to educate. We support. You get? Yeah. But it comes along with a misinformation. They are making education itself look at itself like a bad thing. But education is not bad.
Education is okay.
This is the thing. This thing I would blame men and I would blame women. One way I would blame men is sometimes a woman who is educated is more aware. You get bad manners is brought by lack of exposure. So a woman who is educated is more exposed, so they have more right for manner. Let me claim it like that, though it's not totally right. But the thing is, a woman who is educated seems to think they know everything. Now, to some extent, where if they want to pass information to her husband, Even if a husband sits you down and tell you, in my home, I don't accept A, B, C, D. I would love A, B, C, D. If I tell you I don't want your father to be calling you at night, then it means I'm being a wrong man, okay? There are also where a woman can be like, nah, that's not true. What if there is an emergency at home? So when a man gives you his rules, the one that you really see like, yeah, it makes sense. Why would you go ahead and really break that same rule and call that man that man doesn't want you to be educated? So the thing is, sometimes it goes back to men. Men in some way, you'll find that a man is saying a woman is disrespectful or they fear marrying an educated woman because number one, him as a man, he has not worked on himself. He doesn't know. Like a real man with a real power, you walk in a room and you make your wife obeys what you're saying. You make rules at home. If a woman can do this thing and step on you because she's educated and comes back again tomorrow and repeat the same thing, it is something to do with you, the man, not something only to do with the woman.
Let me defend men briefly, eh? Because usually as humans, eh? No, I'm going to defend them logically. Yeah, humans want always the path with least resistance. For example, true. For example, if I'm going to buy, if there are two TVs, and in one TV I have to go for a full course know how to operate it, and the other TV I just have to put there and it does what I want. Which TV would I choose? Of course. So modern women, like what you've said is true. Yes, they need a certain way of being handled, but as an everyday man, why would I go through the trouble of understanding how to deal with unempowered women? Yet I can just go and choose a normal girl.
No, remember,
you get the point.
The thing is, I get you.
No, that is even going to now make me ask you.
Yes.
Do you think women are preparing to be wives or they're waiting to be chosen?
I think you just removed the question mark.
No, I want to get it.
Okay.
Because you guys were already hinting on that point.
The thing is, I can't even say women are waiting.
Are they preparing to be wives? Or
the thing is, women are on the market every single day. The ones who are married and the ones who are not even married, they are still on the market every single day.
What is trying to ask with what mindset? Are they just wishing to be married?
Yes.
Or are wishing to be selected?
Oh, you've gotten your answer.
What is your answer?
I think 99.9% of women today, they are not putting any effort to prepare to be married.
True.
And I would think about 60% of men today, I think they are trying. Because luckily for us men, our life, just the mere fact, our existence, the metrics of our success are already things that make us almost, not everything, but almost marriage material. You get. But for some reason, women are living the masculine imperative, which means they're not learning what they have to do. Because remember, marriage is complementary. You get. I cannot marry a woman who's the same version of me. I'm not gay. If I wanted a person who behaved like me, I get a fellow man. When I want a woman, I want a person who's the absolute opposite of me. You get. And some of the traits that I need from such a person, they are trained. For example, even women. I usually ask women, give me 3 things. Usually there are 5, but to simplify, 3 things you've done in preparation for the man of your dreams. Let's say the man of your dream is right in front of you. Give me 3 things that you've done in preparation for him to benefit. Because if I ask that question of man, men have the answers. I've gotten a good job, I've worked with my character, and I've built a social circle. Or you get, yeah? Because those are the things that are going to be beneficial to my wife. Not only me, my job is going to benefit my wife, my social circle, you get, and my character of a period of time, my experience. So, if you ask
I want the answer of the woman.
The question goes to you. Yeah. Give me 3 things you've done in preparation, that are going to benefit your husband.
Different from other women, I've created my connections. I am a businesswoman. I am a full CEO. I am an executive director. So all that is part of me. And even if tomorrow my husband marries me and still he dies or I die, my kids can still carry on from there. That's why I'm saying to me, it is different. Because that is why up to now, I don't have kids yet. I have told my man, I'll give back to kids if I am ready. And my man is so okay with it. He would never force me to.
You get the point. Now that we've gotten the answer, now that is the challenge. That is the challenge.
Because the fact is like, yes, you are men. But because you're a man should not stop me from being a woman.
No,
or exercising myself as a woman.
Let me talk about your
worked
answer.
so hard
Let me talk about
to take
your
me
answer.
through school. They tutored me, built confidence in me. I'm talking me as women. You understand? Like there are parents who wake up in the morning and they train their girl children not to be disrespectful, but to work hard.
Yeah,
because now we have been put to a test of men who have choices when they have money. You get, when a man has money, he is okay with marrying any woman or how many women he wants. Whereby now with the women, of course, we cannot.
Let me
you get?
quick
So right
question.
now, women fear to get married or they are taking long to get married because they have so many fears. By the way,
I have a quick question. Of what value is a man with a big nyash to you?
I don't date men with big.
No, it's a question. It's a hypothetical. Like, what do you think of? Why do you think if I have a very handsome man with a big nyash, of what value would he be to you?
There's no value.
Exactly. That's the same sentiment you have towards all your education and accomplishments. That is the exact sentiment.
You see, that's why I asked a question. Should women stop being educated?
No.
Because you cannot sit here and compare nyash to education. Like we put money in these things.
No, let me follow through.
You cannot sit and compare nyash to school.
No, let me explain. Let me explain.
Understand this question.
I have understood, but if it's comparison, get something else.
No.
Can I repeat it for you?
No. Let me explain. This is the point. No matter how the meat is good, you cannot feed it to a cow. No matter how good the meat is, because the cow is herbivorous.
Exactly.
You get the point? No, I want you to understand this. No matter how good the meat is, you cannot feed it to a cow. The cow is herbivorous. So it will be, oh, nice meat. But you'll be like, I want grass. I want peelings. So it's the same thing. Education is very good.
Bogus.
Yes, for us. No, not bogus. Not bogus. Not bogus. For me, by the people always say these things. For me, I've grown up with 16 sisters and more are coming, by the way. And they're educated. My wife is educated. And even my wife is more educated than me. You get the point? Yeah. But this is the point. It's not the reason why I married her.
Why did you marry her?
I married her because she fulfilled the things that complements us.
And
like
what? Tell us.
Those expectations, I think that would be towards the end that I'm going to talk about.
Is it okay I ask you one question?
No, that's the podcast. We shall interject.
Listen.
You get? We should stop being emotional because you have dated such women and then you have a bias. Mugwano, we shall get educated and we shall marry good men.
Tracy, let me ask you one simple
and
question.
And they will understand our situation.
Okay, we shall understand.
That's why I fall back to education.
We agree.
You understand?
Exactly.
So even if because I'm a woman and I shouldn't be educated, but because what?
Okay, Tracy, listen. I just want to ask you one honest question. And I want you to be honest with yourself. What do you think are the negative side of the educated or the empowered women? You being honest with yourself. What do you think you as women also see wrong about education? That make men complain.
They don't want to be told. You understand?
Okay.
Like a woman who's educated knows that she doesn't want to be told. She can do whatever she wants to do, regardless of a man being in her life. You get? So to me, that is the only reason.
Now,
because even me, I don't want to be told because I know what I'm doing.
If your brother was dating that kind of a girl who doesn't want to be told, what would you advise your brother?
It is his life. People choose whatever.
Okay, your son.
Don't give me. I will have daughters. I will not have sons.
Crazy, you're being too smart about this. This is real life, man.
I'm telling you the fact. I'm telling you the fact.
No,
playing smart, yeah.
I'm not playing smart.
Tracy.
No, I want you to understand. It is not playing smart.
I wanted to interject.
First, wait. You see, right now, even if you go and meet a woman on the streets and she's a prostitute, but you've seen a wife material in her, even if God comes from heaven and stops you from loving that woman, you will not stop.
But men don't marry because of love.
You understand the point?
We don't marry because of... We don't understand because we don't marry because of love. We don't marry because of love.
Oh, please.
Men, men, we don't marry because of love. I can love you from now to heaven and I will never marry you.
There's no problem. The same to women.
No,
because women have now learnt your characters.
No, now you have accepted that we don't marry for love now.
You understand? Who marries for love?
I don't know, you said it.
Women marry for materials, by the way, materialistic stuff.
They are
I
confessing.
am telling you. Thank
Okay.
you. So if you're saying not marry for love,
Confessing,
they
very
will also
beginning.
go for that because women know that. You understand?
Tracy.
Now the issue here is you people. You see, whether me I told myself I can never date or marry a rich man, we shall grow together.
Let me first ask you this.
Rich men are so disrespectful. They think they have
The
arrived.
same thing you're saying
can
about
do.
rich men is what we're saying about the
You
educated
understand?
women.
Tracy.
Yeah, by the way, he actually
get-
has a good point.
The issue here is, by the way, for us, we even want our king. If they can say we can pay men's dowry, we shall do that. Yeah, because we can do it.
Tracy,
Not
listen.
disrespectful.
First, listen. Tracy,
What a man can do, a woman can do.
do you think
Most of you will be single.
Do you think women,
Most of you
We have no problem. Mba.
Tracy, do you think women are interested in partnership or they're interested in provision?
To me, it's provision. The others, I don't know. Because
Do
I told
you
you, me,
think-
I'll base on me.
Yeah.
Because I've been a life example to many. I have dated broke, I have dated poor, I have dated rich, I have dated mad, I have dated stupid. So I know where to fall. Temeta mungamba. You get the point. I'm telling you the fact. You get, like I'm telling you the fact.
Tim, do you think women are interested in partnership or these guys are up to provision?
They're after provision. Women are after provision. That's over 80% of them.
What more would you say?
You hear everything she's saying.
No, you see,
Like,
you see, this one, she has told you, she has dated.
mad ones.
So curiosity,
Please.
curiosity is what I'm going to attach to her. But I don't want to say curiosity applies to everyone. Yeah, the women who marry even when they're 18, when they're 20.
Yeah, I would think the right answer is that women's needs are going to change based on their upbringing, age, education, and financial status.
Financial independence.
Yeah, so majority of the time, thank you. Majority of the time, a person needs or usually change within those confines. So it depends. So we usually the more educated the woman is, majority of the time, at some point they usually concede and they just want someone they emotionally connect with. And usually the young girl, the slave queens, they want provision. Then there are those well-brought girls who just want a real husband, a leader. So it's going to really depend. So you have to tell us which woman.
Can I tell you something? Just adding something little. Have you got to realize that having very many boyfriends is also a sign of poverty? Having very many boyfriends is a sign of poverty in women. Listen, like, let me tell you this.
No, having very many women.
I mean, very many boyfriends.
It's power.
No, having very many boyfriends
No, having
as
very
a
many
girl.
women is power.
No, I'm meaning a girl.
Oh.
Having very many
I was
boyfriends
saying
as a girl
Yeah, as a girl.
is a sign of poverty. And then let me give you this.
Where was it written?
Listen, it's just facts, man. This is the thing I'm trying to say. Do you see these women who get into materials when they are marrying, trying to, can a man provide for me? It tells a lot about that woman's background. If you get a woman who has grown up from their childhood, their family providing for her everything, by the time they reach that they have grown old, they are not trying to look for provision. They have grown up getting used to such. So they are trying to look for real connection. It's just like a woman who is a celebrity. She has seen it all. She has it all. When she gets to start to date, she's trying to look for a real connection. So these women whom you see here who are bringing us trouble, these are women who are
bringing you trouble.
These ones who are talking about I can't marry a rich guy, what and see their fathers.
But for me, to be fair,
How do you want to be?
no, wait. To be fair about to be fair about his point, I have no problem with a woman marrying for money.
We shall marry for money.
Bro.
No, to be fair. Look.
You're not the one.
I'm alone in that.
To back up that point of yours, men who use money to control women, trust me, they have less stress, and that's why you find most of those men die so late, bro.
No. For me, this is my point. The reason why I think it's fair for a person to marry for money, regardless of what you think of what you feel, life is about survival.
Exactly.
You can judge me for whatever I'm doing, but if I'm leaving tomorrow, it's up to you. Because you can say, I don't marry for money, but you are
But
poor.
when in actual
Yeah,
sense-
you cannot pay the medical bills, you cannot pay the. But for me, I think sometimes people are logical. But for me, as much as you might marry for money, but do you know your role? You get them. You get your role. Because I have no problem. Because at the end of the day, we have to survive. Survival is the most important thing. There is no pride in saying, no, for me I'm this and this, yet you are poor, you're eating on the street. You get it? So life is hard. But for me, the thing is, the challenge I have with women majority of the time, let me tell you one of the things you've asked, which has been talking about independent women and men and stuff. Do you see the alteration we have been having today? This is just why men cannot marry independent women. Because let me tell you, why would I have someone who I have to parliamentarize every idea in the home? You get? Because at the end of, you see, why do I have someone who I always have to justify myself to? I'm a grown-up man. You get? So majority of men, they do it from a simple, like, they just want to simplify their life. They can, for example, for me, I can manage the back and forth, I can manage it, but I have shit to do.
Who doesn't have shit to do?
You get the point? The men are like, okay, I have no problem with you, but you know what? I have no time. And majority of the time, it's the reason even why men like independent women. They like them. Because for some reason, they come handy. They are resourceful, they have connection. But when it comes to marriage, because every good thing comes with a downside. So majority of the men like, no. Because there is no sensible man who would want to have a back and forth with a woman he sleeps with. It cannot happen. Unless that guy is gay.
True.
There is no sensible man. Whether I'm wrong, I can be wrong a billion times, but I will never want to have a back and forth with a woman I sleep with on the bed. I can't. I cannot wrap my head around it. It feels like, even thinking about it, I feel like I'm running mad. You see?
You see, I wanted to interject with Tracy earlier on, though you also did the interjection, but still I did not get satisfied with like how you placed it. But Tracy, you earlier on when we were talking about are women getting prepared to be wives, you started saying yes, we're getting ready. Then I asked you how, and your points were education, career, blah blah blah. Tracy, how does that benefit me in a marriage institution?
So how does your education benefit me?
I've not brought my education.
You understand?
For as long as I can provide. Me, I believe for as long as I can provide.
You see,
For as long as I can provide.
I keep telling people.
And
See,
earlier on, I heard you say that security is what you want a man for. So for as long as I can provide, trust me, I can provide without going to school. I can provide without. You get it?
No, I think here, a second. I think the better way of phrasing this is that if you want something, you must know what it wants from you. For example, if I want the visa of Canada, I must have the requirements that Canada wants. It's not me sitting in my home saying, for me I want to go to Canada, I have my education. I must go to the Canadian embassy.
True.
I inquire, what do you expect of me?
To be in your country.
Yes.
No, Tracy, honestly, what is that going to help me in any way? And there are a lot of women who think like that, by the way.
what is what going to help you?
All this that you mentioned, your education, your blah, blah, blah.
You want to mention in education. What else did I mention?
You mentioned education, you mentioned
Business, connections.
Connections.
Yeah.
How is that going to help me?
In so many ways. So many ways.
No, I don't want you to confuse me.
In so many ways.
Confuse me. Because me, I've told you, at no point
Okay.
do I even come to you.
You realize there's a time. For example, now, if we are married, you realize there's a time that you can go down.
Yes.
I tell people there is no job that is permanent.
Yes.
So there are times that maybe you've lost your job.
But it's not a mass.
Like let me say abruptly, maybe there's change of office or something has happened. And then on this side, I am earning. You understand? And then you come to me like, babe, besides the work I was... Wait.
If that was your
So we
point,
should marry you for that emergency.
Wait.
I think we're missing the word priority.
if
Wait.
that is your point,
Yeah, I think
Wait.
it's the word missing.
So you be like, babe, besides what I was doing, maybe the office job, I still have a mind to do a certain business. So in that same setting, maybe I have some savings in the bank or I have my money somewhere. And then because we are married, like, we are dating and we have understood ourselves. You understand? if you come to me to give you money to start something that I know will benefit all of us, can I refuse?
Can I tell you something?
Wait.
No.
If I'm to give you, you're my man. I'm like, okay, I have offered. Are you going to refuse?
Can I just?
Do you know that there are women who ask to be paid back after even
offering? Can I just
offering?
give you an example? I have my grandmother. This woman is so old, she doesn't even know anything to do with education, blah 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 blah. But this woman, if it comes to keeping money that can help the husband in the time of suffering, trust me, she's going to pick that money.
Majority of irreplaceable wives I've seen, they don't even earn a single coin, and the man is like, she's my oxygen.
Then go and marry those ones. Why do you want us? No, you see the problem. There's something that beats my understanding. Those women are very many in the village, but you still are after women like us who are educated. Why? If you're not just stupid.
Still.
No, I want to understand, because you're giving your examples to those other women and those other men. I keep telling you, we shall never get the version of men of our fathers and the same you guys. You understand?
Look, we
this
cannot talk about
situation here, you have to understand that when a woman is educated, a lot of things are going to
Just
come.
give you an example.
You understand?
That your business or whatever you're talking that is going to boost me in the time of suffering. I was just giving an example that I've seen.
Fine. You have asked all that. Okay, let me assume it will not help you with anything. He said that you men don't date for love.
We don't marry for love.
No, marry.
Married.
Yes, we don't marry for love.
But the first time you've loved me, so even if it is okay, you understand. And if that is the case, then I won't ask my
because
question.
marriage is a different.
Marriage is a
we're
different
talking
thing.
about.
We're talking about.
Of course, you will not approach me right now and you tell me, Tracy, I will marry you tomorrow. Of course, it has to grow.
No,
so
no,
by
no.
the time you've accepted to marry me, that's when you've accepted my flaws, you've accepted my tantrums, my bad manners, and like, okay, it's just like, let anything come. This is the woman I have chosen.
No,
So you extract the love, and then you start seeing what can this woman offer in the long run. How can she be in the long run? Because I keep telling
No, we
people,
don't do it like that.
character is very
No,
important.
we don't do it like that.
You understand?
No, I think we should.
What is it?
I think as men we have the moral authority to speak about the process of how we marry. That's not how we marry.
How do you marry?
We marry. Majority of the time we don't date for long. Even the women, we don't even date. I'm the kind of guy who can just wake up. I want to marry. I outline my values. I outline my
That
views.
is why people will keep having kids that are not yours. You will father very many.
But you haven't answered. You haven't had my answer yet.
I am getting
Yes. As a man, I wake up one day. I outline my values, my views, my expectations, and I talk to the people close to me, and they find me a woman who fits the profile.
Yeah.
They don't even find me one. They find me 5 because I'm marrying for function. Then among those 5 women, I court maybe 3, but from those 3 after a month, I'm like, you know what, Dad? You know what, Uncle? This is going to be a good wife. We make arrangements. With marriage, it's about logic. It's about what I want. It's about function.
You people are just confused.
Yes, it is not about I
don't agree with you on this point.
Exactly.
Yo,
You had an interjection over his point?
yeah.
Please follow.
Like what you're saying, maybe it works for you.
No, it doesn't work for all by the what I've said.
Yeah, like okay, like I'm just going to that part of
Okay. So
where you.
It does not work for
Tim,
all.
do you think men are intimidated or they're just exhausted about this whole thing?
Can I say? I just feel like men have. I don't know how intimidation is not even a very right forward. Of course, my pick would be intimidation, but of course,
I
it's
think
not
the
a right
right word is
even.
indifferent. Men feel indifferent. We feel indifferent.
It's not exactly something like that, but I think the point I tried to tell you guys earlier, it's so right in my head, but when I bring it, it comes wrong.
Like,
to
okay,
me.
give us context.
But the thing is, I'm all trying to mean like men are very simple creatures, very very simple creatures, and
That's why
we are
I
very
ask
reasonable
about the use
people.
of education and everything to
It
me.
helps me, my dear. When you
No,
die
but
tomorrow, I will
if
let
I'm
you know.
talking of marriage, I'm bringing you to my word. If I ever wake up that I want to marry, I'm bringing
My
you to
dear
my
brothers,
And
please,
you have to
marry
address the concept about
marry
priority.
from the village.
There are
Because
some
yes,
things
they're the
that
ones
they-
who have manners, what. You wait when they die and then everything is taken away from them and your kids will suffer. Get educated.
There are some women whom you will marry even if you're educated, but the moment you die as a man, all those things you have acquired will go straight to her family.
But why for
Her
some reason?
family.
Why for some reason always man have to die first?
Of course.
Exactly.
What is your use? It's because women are the ones who know how
All
to
the time,
control.
all the time, all the time. Tracy, you just talked of I should get an educated woman because if I happen to die, God forbid, my property is going to be, But trust me, families that are always having property wrangles, you'll always find the women that are bringing those wrangles, they're the educated women. They're the women who think they're empowered. So if you thought that your education is going to help me in that time, I don't actually need it because the illiterate people,
I don't agree with that.
No, first thing, women of those days, there used to be
you people,
very
let's stop
limited.
putting emotions into this.
No,
things.
there's no emotion.
You guys are speaking because you think you've dated useless men and you want to put it on people. It doesn't work like that.
No.
I'm telling you, we are talking to people. We want them to learn from something.
True,
You
but
get because
let's
who in
leave
their
that.
world then? If why are you educated? Why are your sisters educated? They should stop educating women then. If tomorrow our education is going to have an issue.
My education has never been for marriage.
It is exactly.
My
Even
education
me.
has never been for
You
marriage.
get-
And it's one thing that I can never present on table, that this is the reason as to why you're supposed to marry me.
Okay.
My education has never been for marriage.
It has never been for
Because even before education came, marriage was.
Marriage has been there.
Exactly.
And
But
marriage
let's
is
stick to
something
that.
Marriage is something I'm not going to jump away from. So that's why I'm strongly against your statement of, education, blah, blah, blah. That is nothing to me. I can wake up now, I go deep in a village, in a patch, and I pick a village girl who has
Exactly
never
my
ever
point.
given-
Isn't that what I'm
Who doesn't
saying?
even know how to write her
Then why
name.
do you want us? You go to the village, you date a woman who doesn't know how to drive. When you're sick, you die in the house.
You see, there's a
So
saying,
you see.
there's a saying in the Bible that a man eateth from where he works. The world has presented me so much to this level where I'm now relating with people like you. But if I could get the opportunity of relating with people that are deep in the village, and also you bring people that are like you, trust me, my polars will be
And
going beside.
by the way, the outcomes. By the way,
How much is a bus?
Wait. By the way,
How much is a bus?
the outcomes speak for themselves. By the you people, we can argue about so many things,
Yeah.
but the outcomes speak for themselves. You see, the outcomes, because we can argue about the dynamics, but what are the outcomes? The outcomes of men today, the outcomes of men, they are better, and the outcomes of modern women are bad. So we can complain all we want, but the outcomes speak for themselves. Majority of modern women, they are marrying late. They are finding it hard to find mates. They are struggling. Majority of my clients, they are modern women above the age of 27, educated, financially. What did you financially independent? They are the majority of my clients.
And the ones who are already in marriage are not even
The only
staying
thing
there.
is you need to start understanding women
They are the
the
majority
same
of
way
my
we
clients.
understand you.
No, for
get
me,
me?
You don't understand me.
Because me, I've
Before
never
I
dated a
understand,
man
I
and he
look at
was
the
like
results.
putting me
Let's look
down
at the
because I
results.
want a second wife. I'm like, sir, thank you so much, but I'm not interested. That is like you need to start communicating to people and tell them A, B, C, D. Honestly, people, there is no problem with a woman
for me,
being
when-
educated.
for me-
there is no
for me,
problem.
whenever
That's
women say the word
one of the
communication, I don't
reasons,
understand.
like financial independence, women
also
need
don't
time to
understand.
I don't understand
women.
what the word
Women
communication
have
is.
traumas.
Themselves.
Past traumas of making these women delay in marriages. You understand?
I'm not
Because
a-
these women have married so many. I'm sorry, I've dated so many bad men, and they have trauma. They're like, okay, let me first study myself. Like, let me first achieve this for myself. Like, you understand? So it comes. Those are just reasons that are given. But there is no any woman who will wake up in the morning and then decide like me, I will not get married. It is not there. If that woman is there, then she has a problem with her head. You get the point. The only thing is to make these women understand that yes, you have all the money, but do we still come down to the respect, character? You get the point. What is your character? Because character is something that you cannot stay 2 months without knowing. You get, if I stay with you for 2 months, we are dating, it takes me only 2 to 3 months to understand your character. So it's upon me or the man to know that, okay, this is the woman I have chosen, I have loved her, this is the man, but okay, let me first remove love from this and I come down to character. Can his character, her character sustain this relationship? Because let me tell you, men, they don't marry for love. It is also women. Women do not have that time. Let me tell you, I want to tell you today, there is no woman who will be there with you. And that's why if you have a misunderstanding and a woman goes and dates another man, he can break up with you and they marry her tomorrow immediately. So it is not about love. But it is about character, number one, understanding, communication, being selfless, calming down. And I'm telling people who are watching me out there, if you're a woman, learn to calm down even if you're educated. That's what I tell you, understand? Because I can have all the powers which I have.
You don't even need to put that.
You understand?
As a
like
woman,
it is me, it is you.
Qualities.
That is why I said at first that a man leads and a woman submits. Exactly. If you tell me I have come to your home and you tell me, babe, I eat at this time, I eat at 9 p.m. That is my supper. I should make sure that by that time your food is served on the table. That is respect. You understand? It is understanding and communication. The only problem we have is communication. Yes, I have my money. But you get the point.
I think you are pivoting.
I'm not.
You are pivoting.
Guys,
No.
guys.
I'm telling you the fact.
No, she has pivoted. She has, you know, this is what we've had. Whenever we've asked a direct question, for some reason she has ended up with yes.
Of course, I have to be smart because I'm a smart woman. You understand? Listen. I am just saying that even when a woman is educated, you get a man should not see a woman who is educated.
With yes or no, because you're playing us so much. With yes or no.
Actually, I think to make people think and understand. But me, I've told you the end game already.
Is marriage still necessary?
Make sure if you're my brothers, you're out there, date educated women. It will save you a lot.
Is marriage still necessary?
But if you want people from the village, I can find you transport.
Is marriage still
you go for the
necessary?
village women.
Is marriage still necessary?
Very necessary.
Tim.
Yes.
Very necessary.
Marriage has always been
Who
necessary.
doesn't enjoy it?
And wait, maybe that's do a follow-up. Marriage is not only necessary, but it is necessary if it is done the right way. Marriage is not a park. Marriage is not a bar whereby you walk in and you order your favorite drink. Marriage is an institution. It has beliefs. It has principles. It has values. And if you fail to adhere to those principles, you are either mimicking it or you are doing something else.
A quick one. Do you think if marriage wasn't there, do you think women would create it?
Come again?
If marriage didn't exist, do you think women would create it?
Create what?
Marriage.
If it didn't exist,
Yeah.
I don't think women don't have the capacity.
I don't think.
Marriage is a patriarchal state.
It's a big no.
Yeah.
I'm going to you.
Women cannot create anything without our consent.
Chica.
In fact, marriage was created by men.
Marry yourself. Simple as that.
Wait. I'm going to come to you.
In fact, marriage was created by men to protect women. Marriage was created for women. It is the only place where a woman is protected physically, financially, and emotionally. The only place.
Is your submission the same as is if marriage didn't exist?
Yeah, I would say women would have not created marriage.
You seem so.
At time I go to create marriage.
Who benefits more from marriage?
This is an obvious question. It's women who benefit more from marriage.
Sure.
Are you saying the same?
True.
Yeah, women benefit more.
True.
We realize we have a number of men who are uneducated, who are unemployed, and it's women taking care of these men underground.
Tracy, let me ask you one question.
And we have no problem with it.
Tracy.
There's a question I wanted to pose. Why do men get threatened by a woman who does stuff for them?
Okay, listen.
I think that should go to the
Like, why are men threatened by a woman who does stuff for them? Like, you've dated me and I can do everything for you. Why do you? Because they normally say if you get a man and you do everything for them, that man might not even end up marrying you.
Listen.
Like, why?
No.
Let me give her that.
And yet I am the best woman you could have.
Let me give you that answer. One, I would love to ask you one question. Random pick. Pick 10 women randomly just from outside this building and see how many women would be of your level. You'll find almost you're the only one and the rest are 9.
She's in the top 10%.
So you don't assume every woman is like you. Now, then the second thing is, why do men feel threatened whenever a woman provides for you? History has proven women who has ever provided for you, one time you just piss them off, they will remind you and list it in public, everything they have done for you. I met this man, he was like this, I did for him this. So every time you're trying to buy for me a new shirt, I'm thinking in myself like, how will it be talked about 3 months from now? So it gives in that fear, not because we don't want.
No, you feel
Deep.
Such men. You feel your
Sounds like you had
threatened.
your answer.
You get no, because
I thought you wanted to
I
know our
wanted to
opinion.
know, but now basing on him, you just feel like you're
No,
irritated.
okay, for me,
But anyway, I
let
should
him-
say,
let him first-
out
No,
of the 10, it
No,
is
let him-
only
let-
one
first
woman.
listen to him.
Let me give you one. I think there are two main reasons why men don't want women that do stuff for them. First, it's the same reason why you, as a local, you cannot just wake up and pave the road without the government, even no matter how good you are, no matter how rich you are.
You see, use examples
Wait,
that are
wait,
close.
I-
You're using
I
examples
want-
that don't even exist.
Look, I want to make this.
what I'm saying.
I'm coming. The reason, but I haven't yet finished. The reason is that majority of men don't want, like, it's majority of men. It's not that I don't want you to do things for me, but I want you to go through the right process.
Like-
You don't just wake up. It depends on the man.
But
Majority
you
of
want
men-
to understand. Do you want to understand or you want to listen to what you want?
Yeah, I think she's listening to respond. But this is the thing. For example, a man like me, if you are to do something for me, you have to first tell me and walk me through it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm a man. You don't just wake up and do things for me. You get it? So that's the first thing. Men, majority of the time, when a man sees you start doing random things for him, there's a certain way it gets that. For us, it feels like insubordination.